Muslims and non-Muslims, these 3 points.
I'm just going to make this very important point, and I don't think if anyone mentioned this. Obviously, when we are going to work in the dawah field or inviting people to know about the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we need resources, and often we complain about that we are lacking resources and this and that. And one of the main, I would say, resource which would be coming from our Muslim brothers and sisters would be their own contribution towards the dawah. And unfortunately, we have a lot of bleeding wounds in our body around the world, in Iraq and Afghanistan and so on and so forth, in the poverty and everything. But as they say, charity begins at home. Do we spend enough money on the dawah? And the ulama are giving us fatwas now that you can spend zakah money on the dawah and the non-Muslims as well. So do we do that, or are we giving enough consideration towards this fact that we need to spend some money here? And that shows also our loyalty and belongings to this land. And I remember Atawullah Siddiqui, our teacher, quoting his teacher Khurram Murad rahimahullah, that when in Esna in 70s he addressed the people in America, telling them that how come you claim loyalty to the land of America while you are sending your bodies back home in the wooden boxes, So that shows your loyalty and your belonging, and this and that this also, I think, brings another point of working together with the local charities.
I think that there are few very important things which we got to do, and it is not that we have to do this or that. There are simultaneous things which we have to do. One will grow, the other will be the byproduct of that. So like, for example, we have to be genuine people. Many times we go to the people, we have different thing in our mind and we want to present something else. Our heart and our mind is not same. So when we are going there, we have to be genuine. Second thing is our change of attitude, the mindset. Our mindset is this, that the West is our enemy. These people are our enemy. You go with this mindset, you are not going to be having any effect. Second, that the attitude of care. Are we caring about other human being? If we have that concept of care, as Islam inculcate in us, I think that will also pave the way for us to move forward. Third thing, I think that we have to find the ways of engagement. That what are the right ways to engage people? And some of my friends have really mentioned, and I tell you, we experimented with a couple of things. One was that feast. And on the time of Eid, we invited the non-Muslims. Burla is a small town. 500 people were in the mosque, and 60% of them were non-Muslims. And nobody was talking about Islam or anything. It was just the feel to one another. And on the day of fasting at iftar, we invited also people. One day, one woman comes with 2 children, and we delivered a food on Eid on her house, and she was telling after a little while that my children were with me, and she was a regular goer to church. She said, I told my child to come with me to church, and he said, no, I don't want to go to church, but if you will go to mosque, I'll go with you. So the effect is very different. Third thing is that I think that now, one experiment which we are going to do in this coming Eid, and the policy is passed, is that on the day of Eid, one Muslim family will cook for one non-Muslim family. It is very easy function. It makes every person in the family active. It makes every non-Muslim family who receives the food active. They will talk about this activity in pubs and in clubs and wherever they are engaged. And our Muslim family will also be talking and thinking about it. So you will be having many targets achieved in one go. So that is accepted last night, and we will be working 4 months on collecting the addresses of recipients and the addresses of giving. And last, I think that don't forget, our society is deeply disintegrating. If we close our eyes, we will not have the same Muslim society in coming days. At this moment, our institutions are incompetent, many of them. Those who are competent in delivering the Islamic knowledge, they are not developing the right attitude. So we have a deeply challenge, and social disintegration. There was a time when we used to say our marriages are very successful. Today they are breaking up more than 50%. And the marriages which are under tension is a great number. So we have to think about society in a comprehensive way. We have to make our institutions more productive if we are going to have any effect. And above all, that a concept of halal life, not just halal food, that how do we lead our lives? Is it that our bulk of the Muslim community is living on benefits? Or is it that we are going to inculcate these values, that how to make our children able to earn halal? And that is fundamental in Islamic life. And if we will earn halal, this will change our attitude, this will give us confidence, this will give us a contribution, this will make the society strong, this will make the country in which we live strong. We don't have to make them weak. We have to make them strong, and through strength we will win.
For ourselves, we have to make our home, and that means with our family, the prophetic way of life to establish inside the home. And for that reason, I will suggest for myself and for our brothers attended here, and also the colleagues and people working with us, to exercise the hadith of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to memorize the hadith as we are memorizing the Quran, and children are memorizing the Quran. The children should memorize the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, with mutun, with the Arabic text. Then it will stay in their hearts, and they can apply in their daily life, and it will be more helpful, and Prophet will come to our home, and we can exercise more, and it will reflect to our neighbors and in the society.
I think we've come to the point where we conclude, inshallah. Jazakumullah khair, one and all, for giving so much of your time. And the cause is very close to our hearts, and also very, very important. And in our case, I think people who live in this country, it's about survival. It's about the sole reason, sole motivation that drives us when we live in this country, and that's how it should be. So I hope and pray that we have benefited from this session, the sessions that we've conducted. I know it's a starting point, I think, rather than sort of saying it's something conclusive and exhaustive, but actually it's something where we feel we would like to sort of like this point to be a starting point for discussion, for debate, for ideas, for recommendations, for new things and new innovative solutions to come about in society, so that we are able to do the job of presenting our most beloved Prophet ﷺ in the best and most effective way to this society, so that they love and respect him as much as we do. I would like to conclude. I would like to thank our brothers Dr. Adil and Dr. Ahmed and Dr. Abdul Rahman, and all the brothers, Dr. Manadar Hassan for his support, and in the institution, our brothers, our brother Sadiq, who's helped and worked tirelessly